Hold my hand. Well, because Caledon City, while being considerably safer than the forest we just left, still has its share of pickpockets and thugs, especially at this late hour. And you are far too easy prey. Here, give me your hand. Wait, why are you hiding your face? Embarrassed? Is this some other human custom I'm not aware of? Is holding hands not just a simple way to lead someone? It's something... what? Something lovers do. Well, I mean, obviously I don't. I didn't mean...
Who goes there? Get your traveller's papers ready.
Oh, hey, Gulliver.
Oh, it's you, Wolfkin. Strange hour for you to be in, isn't it? Used to seeing you later in the day, not just before the crack of dawn. And what in the gods has happened to you? You look worse than usual. And who's your friend there? Don't tell me. Did our favourite mercenary finally get tamed by a human? I'm only joking.
To answer your only valid question, Gulliver, we ran into some goblins in Midpond. The clans in there seem to have gotten more bold of late, attacking a camp so close to the city. Typical the King's Guards haven't done anything about it, though. It's a wonder monsters don't march straight into the city with how lax they are with their patrols.
Well, lucky we got mercenaries like you and Leo to take care of the scragglers then, eh?
Leo? That sorry excuse of a sellsword couldn't hold his own if his life depended on it. More likely he'd run off and force his sorry party to handle his problems. Speaking of which, have you seen him come back through here?
Yeah. Kind of been a half day shy of your own arrival, Wolf. Why'd you ask? Well, wait on, actually. Weren't you partied up with him when you left a few days back? Judging from your expression, I suspect you didn't part ways on the best of terms, eh?
No, dear Leo, it turns out, is skint broke, and figured he could get away with not paying me for my services. He and his lackeys thought they could use me to track the nearby bounty just so they could capture the prize money for themselves. Even if they had split it, still wouldn't have been enough to cover my fee. So I left. But now I'm much looking forward to seeing him again. Doubtless their quest failed without me, and I scored a much sweeter prize in the end.
Oh, I see. Yeah, quite a sweet prize indeed.
Yes. Wait, what? No, not the human. I meant...
Listen, stranger, don't let his rough exterior get to you. Wolfie's a real sweetheart under that fur and those sharp claws. Maybe a good belly rub will sort him out, eh?
Papers are signed, Gulliver. Unless you want me to show you exactly how sharp my claws are, I suggest you promptly open the gate so we can get on with our business. And you had better stop giggling.
Right you are, my lord. Me apologies for any offence. Welcome back to Caledon.
Come on, human. The morning's still a few hours away. We can still clean up and rest before it gets light. I tell your mother would want to see you in the state you're in, regardless of whether you have the cure to her sickness or not. You'd give her a heart attack before she had a chance to recover. Besides, now that I know Leo is back, I'd like to inform the guildmaster of his deception in hiring mercenaries of the house without the proper coin to pay them. Oh, he's going to be in so much trouble. Maybe they'll even kick him out. Oh, it'll be wonderful. Come along now, human. What? Oh, your hand. I guess I just grabbed it by reflex. Listen, don't go turning a butterfly into a dragon. Do you want to get robbed of these leaves before we even get a chance to use them on your mother? Right. Then just let me hold your hand so people know you're with me. The hours after midnight and before dawn are the most dangerous, even in a relatively safe city like Caledon. Don't want anything to happen to you. Oh, right, I forgot. It's your first time in the city, isn't it? I do suppose a farmland herb gatherer isn't used to such tall buildings and crowded streets. The market stalls near the front gate here are always bustling with business during the day, and the taverns are usually packed full of adventurers resting or gearing up for the next quest. Further into the city up there, you can find the Major's University and the Grand Library. Not quite my domain, magic isn't something wolfkin are attuned for. Plus, I don't like the fire spells they cast to light up the lanterns around that district. Oh, yes, I suppose wolves are typically afraid of fire too, but that's not why I am. Magic is just very powerful and shouldn't be messed with. You do well to remember that. Don't ever trust a wizard unless you want your tail set on fire, as my uncle used to tell me. Yes, I'm aware you don't have a tail. Anyway, if you look further up the hill we're climbing, past that inner gate, you can see the tips of the 7 blue towers that mark the location of the palace. Yep, that's where the king and queen live. They govern the surrounding lands, including your hometown, though I doubt people like them even know of its existence. Small folk like you and me fade away in the eyes of nobility like them. Best to keep your nose down and avoid dealing with royals. Besides, politics is bad for your health. Oh, where are we going? I guess I haven't told you yet. It's a place called the Gilded Griffin. It's a place to go to hire mercenaries to complete dangerous jobs that the city guard won't do for you. So basically anything remotely dangerous or difficult. Yeah, and it also serves as lodging and a resupply station for the guild members who work there like myself. We can rest, get some free food and drink, and have our pick at the quest board. Of course, membership comes at the cost of part of those bounties, but it's a pretty good deal overall. Some sellswords, like Leo, have managers that organize several guild members together into parties for bigger jobs, while others, like myself, usually act alone. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how I ended up with that lot. We were supposed to be hunting a rabid centaur that had been killing nearby livestock, but tracking it had proved to be difficult for even the best rangers. So they brought me on specifically for that purpose. Yeah, typically I don't use managers and prefer to pick out the work myself, but the bounty for this particular job was pretty high, so I was interested. However, that was only considering I also got my fee for joining the party, and we both know how that turned out. So anyway, it should serve as a good enough rest point for us until the morning. At least somewhere we can bathe and get a change of clothes. Did I mention you look absolutely awful? Oh, will they mind you staying? I guess non-guild members aren't usually allowed to stay, but I've seen it happen on occasion. Sometimes the people putting up the bounties don't have anywhere safe to stay until their quest is cleared, so they're allowed to stay until it is. I also think I've seen some guild members' romantic partners have stayed on occasion, which is allowed as long as they don't start freeloading. If they push it too far, then both they and the guild member can get in pretty serious trouble. It's lodging, but it's certainly no typical inn or tavern. What are you saying, human? You're hiding your face and mumbling again. Aren't people gonna think what? that you're my... don't be ridiculous. I'm not gonna think you're my romantic partner. I will obviously explain that you're just some irresponsible human I found wandering along the road, who almost got both of us killed, and that the guild can, at the very least, profit from helping you out. Oh, why are you looking so dejected all of a sudden? I don't really mean that, you know. I was just saying it's an easy excuse to get you into the guild with as few questions as possible. Hey, listen, I know what I said about making my own profits from the Veritas leaves, but it's not my main reason for helping you. You're not just a source of profit. I have some honor, you know. I want to help you and your mother. I wouldn't go so far to say as I care about you. No, you're being weird again, human. Come on, enough yapping. We're not far from the Gilded Griffin now. Stop looking so pleased with yourself. Huh, it's surprisingly empty in here, even for the early hour. Works for us, though. We might not have to explain your presence after all. Not that I think it would have been a problem, but either way. Doesn't look like Sasha's around either. Oh, she's the inn host and usually checks people in and out from their quests. It's no issue though, we can handle that in the morning. I've been here for years now, so my room is permanent, so there's no need to check in like a typical inn. Before we head upstairs though, we should make a round to the bathroom. There's some private rooms in there where we can clean off and change into some dry clothes. I do not want to be wearing these any longer than I have to. Hey, did you... Human? Hello? Human, are you listening? Hey, why do you look so scared? What are you looking at? I don't look so frightened. It's not gonna eat you. You don't need to hide behind me. See, it's petrified. Yes, it's not alive. That was a griffin that once attacked Caledon City. Actually, before this guild was established. Sasha, the lady I mentioned earlier, was part of a journeying party of adventurers who had come here from the east and were doing business with some nobility in the city. When, out of nowhere, a griffin attacked. The king's guard fled from its onslaught. They weren't used to such exotic beasts and were by no means equipped to defeat it by themselves. You know, griffins have magic of their own that makes it exceptionally difficult to deal with without a mage of your own. So, ultimately, it was Sasha's party that took the beast down, with her own petrify spell sealing its fate. Obviously, due to the lives she and her party saved, the city paid them handsomely, and seeing potential for business in an area so rife with monsters, Sasha invested her money in building this inn, and opening it up for mercenaries to ply their trade and accept bounties from the surrounding countryside. So, of course, now I guess you can gather where the namesake of this inn comes from. Though I will admit, Sasha's insistence on mounting the creature's head to the wall directly above the entrance was a little bit questionable. Oh, don't worry. You're not the first innocent villager to catch a fright from it. Oh, come now. How do you expect me not to tease you when you're hiding behind me like a little pup? Yes, I know it's big and scary. But anyway, we don't have time to muck about in the foyer like this. Come along, before someone comes down here. I don't know about you, but I'd prefer to wash this goblin blood off before it hardens into my fur, any more than it already has. It's an absolute pain to brush out, you know. Oh yeah, this isn't the first time I've come back here covered in blood like this. I told you, this is my job. It comes with its fair share of discomfort and danger. And that's why I can't let you take any more part in my life than this, human. Right, this way, come along. And try not to trail too much mud, or that griffin won't be the only thing Sasha will have petrified. I'm joking. Yeah, just through here. We should be quite alone at this hour. Here, human, catch. These robes should fit you fine until you clean what you're currently wearing. Honestly, it might be worth buying an entirely new outfit while you're here in town, actually. Goblin blood does have a habit of staining, and your clothes look pretty far gone. I wouldn't worry too much about the cost. Ugh. With those Veritas leaves, you're going to be in for a small fortune, even after you help your mother. Anyway, the baths look warm. Get undressed, and we can get in. Huh? It's rude to stare, you know. What's wrong? The one bath? Well, you could fit a whole troop of men in here with space to spare. What are you fretting about? Oh, come now. It's better not to risk you getting found by some other guild member late at the night. This place is plenty friendly, but a stranger taking advantage of the inn's hospitality with no guild membership is asking for trouble. Or at the very least, someone in the guild to accompany them. Plus, this is the only bath that isn't locked. And hey, we already bathed together in that hot spring a few days ago. You've got nothing to feel embarrassed about. Well, suit yourself. I'm getting in. Come on, you're gonna catch a cold standing there. Here, I'll even cover my eyes while you take off your clothes and get in the water. Humans and their shyness, I swear. Yes, they're covered. I can't see. Are you in yet? Can I uncover my eyes? Okay, I'm keeping them closed. Goodness me. You know, I don't know what you're so embarrassed about. Well, I mean, despite being covered in goblin blood and mud, you're quite... Well, you're quite the attractive human, at least from my perspective. I mean, for a human, I suppose. I just don't understand the shame of not wanting to be seen. My apologies for embarrassing you further, it seems. It wasn't my intention to make you self-conscious. I was just being truthful. I do forget sometimes that wolfkin handle things like body exposure a bit more openly. I mean, you can always cover up with a towel. Anyway, that being said, I'm guessing you're in the bath now? Can I finally open my... What was that for? Okay, it seems I really did embarrass you with that reaction. Thank you for the face wash, I suppose. Perhaps I shall return the favor. Hey, I'm simply helping to clean the muck out of your hair. But oh, hang on, it's like, what is this? A twig? Oh, come here. What is? Hold still. Let me get this out. There's actually something in your hair. Even though the smell of the road and battle lingers upon them, they still smell so sweet. Nothing seems to dull that lavender scent. And being this close, their skin looks so soft. It's like it's glowing under the gentle candlelight. Honestly, what am I thinking? This human really does have some kind of hold over me. If I wasn't entirely certain they weren't a mage, certainly no magic in them, I'd swear they'd put some enchantment over me. There, got it. Honestly, someone would think you'd been running through the forest and rolling around in leaves all day. Hello, human? Why are you covering your eyes now? I don't care about you looking at me, you know. Besides, you can only see my shoulders. This bath is pretty deep. That's not it. I'm too close. Sorry. I wasn't trying to make you uncomfortable. I was just trying to help you clean. I suppose I'm used to grooming others in my pack, but I guess with it just being you and me, and in this situation and in a bath together, it's a little different. Let's just clean ourselves for now, shall we? Hey, what did you mean back in the forest? Well, when you said you felt some kind of connection to me. Certainly they were too young to have any actual memories of that day, but still. I don't know how strong an influence imprinting can have on a human. Before I leave them, I just need to know. What? I suddenly felt familiar to you. Well, how is that? We've never met. Well, I'm sure it is probably ridiculous, but tell me anyway. No, I won't tease you for it. Come now. Am I really the type to tease? Hey, anyway, go on. Please. Something about me saving you suddenly brought those feelings on. Like it had happened before. Well, that really is ridiculous, human. I mean, just how many goblin encounters have you had? And besides, haven't you lived in that small village all your life? How could I have saved you before? No. Oh, clearly, the long journey has had some ill effect on your mind. I think it's best you get a good rest before we go off to find your mother when day breaks. Best to keep your wits about you in the city, after all. I'm not acting strange. What are you talking about? That's enough of this, human. Anyway, I've finished cleaning. I'm going to get out now. Better cover your eyes lest you see my bare body. That certainly got them to drop it for now, but this is worrisome. It seems there are some lasting effects to the imprinting after all, even if it is but a whim of a memory in their mind. No matter, once I leave, that's all it will remain. The less exposure to me, the better, both in terms of remembering that day and keeping them away from more danger. They'll be safer without me in their life. I know that. For now, we just need to rest and then get the Veritas leaves to their mother in the morning, and I can rest assured knowing they'll be okay. Without me. I guess I can find the next quest that takes me far from Caledon. Huh? I told you, no, I'm not acting strange. I'm not thinking anything. I'm just looking for where the spare clothes are. Here, I'll set yours to the side. Don't worry, I'll keep my eyes closed while you change. We can grab some food from the stores on the way back before turning in, but don't take too long. It won't be long before the first members of the guild begin waking up, and it's easier if we're in my room before that happens. Well, here we are. This is my room. It's nothing especially grand, but it's comfortable. And a place to keep what little treasures I procure from my travels. Just dump your stuff on the ground there, and you can hang your clothes up near the window for now. I'll just set the Veritas leaves down over here. Well, it's good to be able to rest properly indoors at last. I'm sure even more so for you, since you're not as used to camping out in the wild as I am. Rest assured, we'll go to your mother first thing in the morning. But for now, just get into bed and sleep as much as you can and... What is it? Oh, by the goddess, of course. There's only one bed. Oh, no, it's okay. I'll take the floor. You can have the bed. No, like I said, you're probably a lot more in need of a good sleep than I am. Especially after your journey from Redmark. I can just throw down some blankets and, yes. Yeah, this'll be fine. I can just... Ow. It's nothing, it's just... this cut from one of the goblins. Despite the bandages, it's still quite fresh. I can't put much weight on this leg without feeling the sting. I'll be fine though. Wolfkin are renowned for our quick metabolism and healing abilities. Give it a day or two and it'll be sealed up. Until then, I just need to take it easy on this leg. No, I'm telling you, human, it's fine. I don't want the bed. You're not sleeping on the floor. I won't have it. What? Share the bed. Well, I mean, I guess that would make logical sense. I mean, it's not the biggest bed, but it could probably fit 2 people in it. But are you sure you wouldn't mind? I guess you're right. We have been sharing sleeping space for most of this journey so far. Not specifically by choice, I might add. But hang on, weren't you the one uncomfortable with me getting close in the bath earlier? Why suddenly are you so keen to fall asleep beside me? I don't know how that's different, but okay. So strange, you humans. Okay, fine, but no funny business. You know what I mean. No grabbing my tail or deciding to rub my ears. No. Jeez, don't look so disappointed. Fine, maybe I'll let you touch my tail. But only for a bit. But leave my ears out of it, okay? I don't care if you think they're soft. You're supposed to be getting some sleep, okay? Aren't you tired? Right. Alright, let's get into the bed then, I guess. Is it okay? The bed, I mean, it's not too small for you? Wait, here, let me just adjust my tail. No, not so it wraps around you. I'm just trying to make space. And hey, don't go hogging the blanket. Goodness. Well, good night, human. Huh? Oh. You're welcome. I guess. Yeah, I guess it has been quite the adventure. Even if it's just been a few days, it does feel like a lot's happened. Why are you getting so sentimental on me now? Well, no, it's not that Fine, I'm glad I met you in that forest too. I suppose. Anyway, close your eyes. Your mind may not feel tired, but I can assure you your body certainly is. Get some rest. I'll be here in case you need anything. Yeah, you too. Sleep well. What is it? What will I do? What do you mean? Oh, after we get the Veritas leaf to your mother. Well, of course I'll be going my own way. I mean, firstly, I have someone in mind I can sell the spare leaves to. Should make a nice profit from that. But don't worry, this person's in connection with a lot of healers around the surrounding territories. The leaves will be studied and put to good use. Unfortunately, they are part of a mage's college, so I have to visit that accursed place. But no matter, the coin should be good. After that, You're awfully nosy, you know that? Why the sudden concern about my doings? I was simply a means to getting you to the city safely, no? It's not like you owe me anything. I've already taken the Veritas leaves as recompense for this journey. You don't need to worry yourself about me. Will I stay in Caledon? Listen, I think that's enough questions for one night. No. It's time for you to hush. Listen, will you be quiet if I wrap you up in my tail? There's no need to get that excited. What condition? Only if you can... Why must you insist on... This human. Fine, you can rub my ears. Why not? Yes, you can pat my head if you really must. Only to keep you quiet. But I have a condition of my own, and that is you need to close your eyes and at least try to fall asleep, alright? We have a big day tomorrow, and you're very tired. I want you to get a good rest. Okay, yes, you can... Yeah. I'll just lean my head down a bit so you can touch my ears. Listen, I can't help it if you rub behind my ear like that. What? Yes, it feels nice. Yes, I like it when you rub there. Oh, goddess, it's no use. I can't help but melt when they're close to me like this. Their scent fills my nose. It's making my mind go so foggy. And their gentle touch. Why did I have to imprint on such a troublesome human? Good night, human. Yeah, you can keep petting me. Oh, my tail. My tail. Here you go. Here you go. Good night. Good night, human.